Peace, love, and light, Capricorn, and welcome to your general love reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully, you will take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. Truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you guys have already subscribed. Capricorn, if this is your first time watching a tarot reading, it's a general reading. Everything won't fit. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit, okay? Understand that energy is fluid, and we all have masculine and feminine energy. So just because you see a male or female on the card doesn't necessarily mean that's who I am referring to. Who is we? I guess me and my spirit guides. Anywho, I'm going to pull for your energy first, and then I'll do an 8-card spread for the person on your mind or the energy around you in love, okay? Calling my spirit guides, divine, into the reading to guide and protect me and assist me with delivering these messages to Capricorn accurately, or at least as best as I can possibly relay them, all right? Spirit, what messages? Oh, not messages, I'm sorry. What is the energy for Capricorn in love right now? Give me the energy. How's Capricorn feeling? Capricorn in love right now. Energy for Capricorn in love. 10 of Swords. Did something come to an end, Capricorn? Or is something coming to an end? But 10 of Swords is about betrayal. Feeling like you were lied to or betrayed, or yeah, just like something is over. Energy for Capricorn in love, King of Swords. Yeah, so bottom of the deck, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like something came to an end. Either you or someone else withdrew, or you're withdrawn from love. I feel like your mind is on your money. Maybe there was a situation that disappointed you. Let me clarify that really quickly. Clarify the 10 of Swords for Capricorn in love, for Capricorn's energy in love. Yeah, the King of Swords is like, I ain't even with it. I ain't even thinking about love. So I feel like you could be just very focused on yourself, because the I'm sorry, I said the King of Swords or Cups. I can't remember. I have the King of Swords on the table, and what just flipped out was the King of Cups in the reverse. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But when I see the King of Cups, it gives me very much Pisces energy. Anywho, so with the King of Cups in the reverse, I feel like, yeah, you might be very much into yourself right now. Just very focused on maybe loving on yourself to the point where you're just not open to love, right? Emotionally unavailable. King of Wands, it could be that you like outside, you know what I mean? You in those streets. You're not trying to settle down. I feel like, yeah, with the King of Cups, you might be feeling like you're disconnected from your emotions. Maybe there's nobody that you are really interested in, like any specific person. Or maybe it's just that you have too many options. You got a lot going on. Like I said, you outside, Capricorn. Yeah, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are just with everybody. I'm sorry, no offense, but you know, maybe you outside, yeah, right? And maybe you are considering taking a pause, but for right now, I feel like your energy right now, you outside. And again, maybe you're thinking about love, maybe, but for right now, I feel like it could be that, you know, that's been the case for you for a while now, right? You just been in these streets, and maybe you've been dating several people, and just nothing is really hitting, nothing is really sticking, right? Let's get some more. Spirit, tell me about Capricorn in love. What is the energy around Capricorn when it comes to love? Thank you. That King of Swords came out again. Oh, that flipped out. We're going to flip it back. That was that 10 of Swords again. What is the energy for Capricorn in love? The Emperor. Yeah, I feel like you're really focused on your bag with the King of Swords and the Emperor. I feel like you're really focused on, you know, you could be an entrepreneur and you're focused on just building your empire. Okay. The Emperor is all four kings in one, or you could be dealing with somebody who's in their bag. Okay. Let's continue to pull because I started getting into the message. Three of Pentacles. I saw the Three of Pentacles earlier. Okay, Two of Swords. 8-card spread. Oh, I'll take that. 5 of Swords. The 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't see. That's crazy because you could just. Okay, let me continue here. The Devil. We're going to talk about this, Capricorn. Plenty to talk about here. One more. Temperance. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. Here's what I just heard Spirit say. If you do not make time for love, if you don't make space for love, if you are not intentional about love, how are you going to call it in if you're not making the space for it, if you're not available for it, if you're not willing to invest in the dating scene or in making deep, meaningful connections? Too much of anything isn't good. And I feel like here with so many pentacles, the Emperor, the King of Swords, I feel like, you know, Capricorn, and this is Capricorn energy here with the Devil. So this is you. You know, it could be that you're spending way too much time focused on your bag and there's an imbalance here. Okay? It's like healthy work-life balance is a thing, right? How do you expect? Bottom of the deck, we got the Two of Cups. So I feel like you may be starting to realize that you want to share, you know, this empire, this money, this life with someone. This is you right now. You're starting to feel like, damn, I wouldn't mind committing to somebody, but I ain't got nobody around to commit to. Because you haven't made the space for someone. You haven't really been intentional about making the decision to move toward a connection, right? I feel like you've been really focused on your money and you've been really focused on building whatever it is that you are building, but I do feel like you're in a space where you're starting to think about or consider the fact that you don't have really anybody who has sparked something in you that makes you want to share life with them. And again, this is because you're so focused on building that it's almost like you're not living, right? So don't get so lost in building and chasing the dream that you forget that living that process and that journey is part of the dream. And you just don't make time for love. Because I feel like you are in a place where you know what you want, but I feel like you've been focused on what you want when it comes to your finances, you know, the projects that you have at hand. The Emperor is somebody who's like, yo, like I'm good, right? So you've created a life for yourself. If this is not you, this is the person that's on your mind, okay? And it could be that they're so focused on money and they're so focused on work that they don't have any time to dedicate to you, okay? I'm going to clarify some of these cards. The Five of Swords here, you know, this is about, it's a card of rivalry, but it's a card about like winning at all costs. So I feel like you want what you want and like you're not willing to cave, and you're willing to do whatever you got to do to get there. And if that means putting love to the side for the moment, then that's what you're going to do, right? I'm going to keep that there. Please clarify this Five of Swords. Yeah, the Eight of Swords is like you're stuck. You're stuck in your head about, you know, wanting what you want. And I feel like, you know, don't overthink situations, you know, and you're not really stuck. It's in your head, right? You're only as stuck as you think you are. Okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. It's like if you think negatively about love, or if you think about the challenges that you've experienced in the past with love, that's all that you're going to continue to create, right? If you close yourself off to your emotions, you're not going to attract that softness, right? You have to be in the vibration of love, which means that you have to be not just open to it, you have to be embodying that, right? You have to find the balance. Your heart and your head have to be on the same page, okay? Tell me about the Devil here for Capricorn and love. Tell me about the Devil here. Yeah, Four of Cups is like, don't be so focused on what's happened that you miss an opportunity at a deeper connection. Because the Four of Cups, maybe you were rejected in the past, or maybe you just didn't see you didn't see like love. It was standing right there. It's kind of like you're so busy looking far up ahead that you miss what's right under your nose, like what's right in front of you. Okay, here the person is stressed out, right? Focused on these empty cups here and doesn't see that somebody's at the door. But you're so stressed out, so focused on like all the negativity that you've experienced in the past that, you know, I feel like you're just like, yeah, no, it has to be exactly like this, and I have to have all my ducks in a row and everything before I can, you know, like I ain't got time for all that kind of thing. I ain't got time for that. I'm so focused on my bag. I'm so focused on signing contracts, on closing deals. But, you know, with the Devil is kind of like, you know, that's what's this situation, that thought pattern, that way of thinking is keeping you're missing out on deep, meaningful connections. The Star at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you've been through a lot in love, and I feel like you have really, it's like you dove, is that a word? You dive? Yeah, you dove. You dove your head, like you stuck your head in work. And I'm a work because that's all I got, you know, like money ain't never gonna cheat on me, money ain't never gonna leave me, money, I don't know if it'll never leave you, but money's always gonna be there, right? And so it's that overindulgence, right? Just, you know, you can create an empire, but what does it mean if you don't have anybody to share it with? So again, I feel like with the Star here is there's a need for you to really heal some wounds from the past that are present. It's kind of like, again, you've built a wall up, you know, or walls around yourself where, yeah, Five of Pentacles is kind of like, I'd rather focus on my money and because I got left behind before, right? I know what it's like not to have, not just not to have when it comes to money, but I know what it's like not to be chosen. I know what it is like to be left out in the cold, to be rejected, right? To feel alone. So I do feel like, you know, you may struggle with that, right? Am I investing in something and then you end up with nothing? It's like, am I going to put my time and attention into this and it's going to end up being nothing? And it's kind of like, it'll only be nothing if that's what you are already, that's the energy that you're already putting out there. But there's a wish fulfillment here. There's the Two of Cups was at the bottom of the deck, which I took, and the Ten of Pentacles here. Like, you got everything, you're just missing love. And so I feel like those are aspects. There's an aspect of you that needs healing in order to move forward. Okay. If you are currently, you know, like seeing someone, or with somebody in a relationship, then there's a need to heal this connection. There's a need to bring love into this situation, like immensely, right? Because I feel like you're there and it's kind of like you're cohabitating, right? You need love. You need to make time for dates. You need to make time to be gentle and patient and kind with each other, to get to know each other, to develop like that passion. Because I feel like for those of you who are in a situation with someone already, it's gone cold and dry, okay? So it can be healed. It's a beautiful connection. It's kind of like you're meant for each other, but you have to work at it. You have to be willing to pour into it. What you pour into it is what you're going to get out of it, right? The grass ain't green somewhere else. It's green where you water it, okay? Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. The Chariot. Yeah, so there's... I feel like there's somebody that you may have in mind, right, who you want to move towards, but I feel like there are some fears here. Again, fears from the past, from your past experiences. What is the Two of Swords? And that's holding you back from like communicating how you feel, or like your thoughts about this person. Because I honestly, what I'm picking up is that like you haven't really allowed yourself to feel anything for this person, okay? Some of you, it may be somebody that you're working with, that you work with, and you're checking them out, and like you're trying to learn about them, or you know things about them. Maybe you've had conversations, but and you've thought about like, yo, this person might be somebody cool to like, maybe I should ask him or her out to dinner. But you've stayed quiet about it. You haven't even allowed yourself to like explore that. Tell me about the Two of Swords. For Capricorn in love, the Justice. Yeah, it's like, are you being honest with yourself about your life right now? Page of Cups. Some of you are dealing with like a new connection, right? And some of you are just pondering the thought of saying to someone like, hey, I'm interested in you, right? I'm interested in you. Some of you might be more worried about... The Emperor gets attention, okay? So some of you also are worried about like, you know, what you've built, and really being open to letting somebody come in, because it's like, yo, I built all of this for myself. Like, you know, situations, you know, those fears of letting somebody into your space when you've gone through so much and it took you so long to get to where you are, and you worked so hard. It's like, am I really ready to share this with somebody? What if they do me dirty, right? With the Justice card, it's just kind of like, she's got one eye closed, one eye open. So it's like, it really is about whether or not you feel like you're able to trust someone, right? So you may have trust issues, again, because of the past. What is Temperance? What is Temperance here? What is Temperance? My battery on my iPad is about to die. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. It's like holding yourself back from offering this up. But you feel something for someone. You just been quiet about it, right? It's okay to go slow, but go, right? Go slow, but go. Look, he's even facing the two of Cups. Go slow, but go toward that Two of Cups, right? It's about wanting the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Also, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You may be dealing with one of those as well. But this is about being willing to make that offer. And again, it could be somebody that you work with. The Queen of Pentacles is grounded and, you know, is stable. And so I feel like you know that this person, you know, is stable, right? They may not be an Empress, you know, but they are stable. They have their ish together, and they're solid, right? So it's like allowing yourself to move forward with that. What is the advice to close out here? And I feel like if you did that, you would be successful. It's like, I feel like you're taking on, like don't overthink things. The Ten of Wands is like, it's a burden. Like, I feel like you look at love like a burden. Maybe you look at it like, yeah, and look, we got the Ten of Cups. Move forward, you know, like it could be somebody from your past that you're very pensive about, and maybe that's why as well. Six of Cups, bottom of the deck, okay? But this is soulmate energy. The Six of Cups and the Two of Cups here is soulmate energy. So it's somebody that you like, that resonates with your spirit, okay? One more here for the advice. Yeah, move forward, make a decision, okay? Doing the dance of change. You got options, but you won't have a lot of options for too long, right? If you wait too long, you either get on board, you know, move forward, or miss the opportunity kind of thing. The moon is like, how do you feel? Follow your feelings, follow your intuition, okay? The 10 of Cups, this is about feelings, emotions. Be honest with yourself, and it's okay to be honest with someone else. The Four of Swords is like you went through that healing process, okay? It's time to come out. It's time to six, the Lovers, okay? Make a decision about love, okay? There's somebody that either has their eye on you, or you can feel that there is a connection there and you're holding yourself back. Yeah, but that's it. It's either you're going to talk about it, or there's going to be a tower, okay? Something's going to change drastically that's going to force you to speak up, or, you know, with the Four of Cups, you know, like, are you going to miss this opportunity? And this, you know, don't miss the opportunity. But the tower here comes to change. Just like things are changing, okay? But I feel like Spirit is saying, like, you got to be willing to take that leap. You got to be willing to trust. You have to decide to go toward what makes you feel good, what makes you feel happy. You have to decide to let love in. Okay, Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and give your girl a like, comment down below, let me know what you thought, and hopefully you enjoyed it enough to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. If you're interested in a personal reading, all of that information along with my social media will be in the description box below. Love you guys so much. Peace, love, and light. Mwah.